The pictures you see in front of you are pictures of two losers. Those losers are named Ted Lion Cruz, or Lion Ted Cruz, and John 1 for 41 Kasich. Now, let's not get it twisted. I am not a Donald Trump supporter, but I do believe in fair play. And the Republican Party is not playing fair. That being said, every time you get a Cruz surrogate getting on TV and claiming that they are trying to live under and accede to the will of the people, they mention the fact that Donald Trump received only 37.9% of the popular vote, about 8.7 million out of 23.1 million, so that approximately 62% of the people, they claim, voted against Donald Trump. Well, that's not necessarily true. When people vote, they vote for someone normally. They normally don't vote against someone unless you're in the state of Wisconsin. Okay, but using that logic and claiming that 62% of the people voted against Donald Trump, how do they answer the fact that 72% of the people voted against Ted Cruz? Cruz got 6.4 million votes, which represents only 27.85% of the total vote. In the same vein, Kasich is even worse. 86% of the people voted against Kasich. He received 3.182 million votes, or 13.4%. Funny thing about Kasich, Marco Rubio, who's been out of the race for God knows how long, is still ahead of him in the popular vote, as Cruz received 3.474 million votes, or 14.99%. So you have to pay attention to these guys when they start sprouting stuff off, because they always want to use figures that basically will denigrate the person that they're attacking, or figures that will obviously enhance their position. In this case, if you look at all the figures in their totality, you will see that the majority of the people, 10% more, in fact, of the people voted against Ted Cruz than against Donald Trump. And in Kasich's case, 24% of the people, 24% more of the people voted against Kasich than Donald Trump. So this is going to get interesting, because these two guys have colluded to try to join forces in order to stop Trump from getting to 1,237 delegates. And based on early reports, there are a lot of angry people out there in the Ted Cruz camp and in the John Kasich camp, to the point that they are not willing, at least in this Indiana primary, to go from Kasich to Cruz. A lot of them are saying that Trump is right, the system is rigged, and they're going over to Trump. So this whole collaboration between Kasich and Cruz looks like it may backfire.